What's up, Bears? Eric here, and we have a spicy topic today. It's very spicy. I don't know if I'm going to make any fans off of this one. I feel like pretty much everybody's going to have a different opinion about this because it's a very nuanced conversation. So this is just my take on it. This is my opinion about this. And the question is, should straight actors play gay characters in TV shows and movies? That is the question. That's the question of the video. So I want you to know whether you agree or disagree with anything that I talk about in here, and I genuinely mean this. As long as you're not going to be offensive about it, please leave a comment down below. I'm curious to what people think about this because I think this is a conversation that's really difficult to have because I don't know if there is a 100% right or wrong take on this. I feel like, again, it's layered, it's nuanced. There's a lot of things to consider with this. I actually had a whole article, really long article about this that I was going to read, but I looked at it. I was like, this is just too long for this video. So for the sake of all of our sanity, I'm going to read this quote from Stanley Tucci. And then I have another example that I'm going to use when I talk about my opinions about it. And let's see where it goes. Let's see where this goes. Okay. This is from Out Magazine. It's an interview with Stanley Tucci. It says, here's what Stanley Tucci thinks about straight actors playing gay. It says here, Stanley Tucci is great at playing gay, and we don't have a problem with it, meaning that Out Magazine, the author of this, May Rude, says the 62-year-old actor has played several gay characters throughout his career, notably in films like The Devil Wears Prada and Supernova, so it makes sense that he be asked about his opinion on this controversial topic of straight actors playing gay roles. Here we go. It says, Stanley says, obviously I believe that's fine, Tucci said about straight men playing gay. I'm always very flattered when gay men come up to me and talk about my role in The Devil Wears Prada or about Supernova, and they say, it was just so beautiful, you know, you did it the right way, because it's often not done the right way. And what he means by that is this obsession with stereotyping gay people in movies and TV shows and turning them into just 4 or 5 cliches and then making that the entire personality of the character. Now, the reality is, yes, there's certain things about stereotypes that sometimes are true, especially when it comes to my own community. However, the difference is we don't need the entire character's personality to be a stereotype. Like, for example, if a character is a fashion designer, which would be considered a stereotype for gay men, which absolutely happens. Gay men are fashion designers. You don't want their entire personality to be just like cliches about fashion design and things that gay people would say about fashion. Like, give the character a layer, give them a bigger story, more of a personality than just that. And a lot of times when you get these like stand-in sort of tokenized characters that are just there to fill in a space, that's what you get. And that's what he believes by not done the right way. At least that's the way I consider it. A lot of gay people consider it that way. Again, I'm not speaking for every single person, obviously. He said in his mind, an actor is an actor is an actor. And, you know, you're supposed to play different people. You just are. That's the whole point of it. With exceptions, and we'll get there in just a second. Now, we, of course, want gay actors to get as many roles as they can, and we absolutely love authenticity they bring to queer performances. But we also want to see more prestige films about LGBTQ plus subjects featuring queer actors. Where are the Oscar nominations for queer actors and queer roles? That's just it. That's just it. Doesn't really happen. A lot of times you'll see straight actors who play gay men get put into these like award show bubbles, right? Because it's so amazing for them to step outside of their comfort zone and play a gay character or play a trans character, like a cisgender man playing a trans character or something like that. But you don't see that kind of fanfare for gay people playing straight people. It's almost like it's a guarantee that someone in a high profile film that is straight playing a gay role is going to get some sort of award show nomination. It's almost guaranteed for that to happen. At least it has been in the past. But you rarely see a gay actor playing a straight role in that type of media get that same sort of red carpet reaction to playing that role. And that comes down to the heteronormity of society, basically. And it's a little bit unfair. And I'd love to see queer actors getting awards for playing queer characters. That would be really nice too, once in a while. However, we're also fine with straight actors who respect the community and understand the importance of queer representation playing gay. And Tucci is one of those. In fact, Tucci is one of our favorite gay playing straight actors, and we're not afraid to say it. That's, again, on behest of the actual writer of the article here. Let's talk about when it's done wrong. And this is where I'm going to give my opinion on how it's kind of can get fucked up pretty much. And this is about James Corden, right? And this is a really long article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's really comprehensive. If I remember, I'll try and link this in the info box below, but it's a really comprehensive article that talks about this in great detail. And I implore you, if you are more interested in this subject and you want to take a deep dive, this article from 2021 does a really good job of it. But it's mainly this first part here that I want to cover. In early December of 2020, yes, it would have been 2020 then. In early December, Netflix dropped its highly anticipated musical comedy, The Prom, starring Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, Andrew Rannells, and James Corden as the fading Broadway stars who set out to help a lesbian teen take her girlfriend to the prom. And the film, helmed by out director Ryan Murphy, got mixed reviews, but some lambasted it as homophobic and offensive because of the casting of Corden, a straight actor, and what they saw an aggressively flamboyant caricature of a gay man. His character, Barry Glickman, is a narcissistic theater actor who dons sparkling tuxedo jackets, talks with a stereotypical gay lisp while flailing his hands around, and describes himself as a gay man, as gay as a bucket of wigs. And this is what I was talking about. Now, of course, Ryan Murphy is an out director. So at the top end, you have that queer input when it comes to stuff like this. However, the issue here is there's a role that is literally what I just talked about, where they make this character this one thing and they just pile on top of that with, stereotypical cliche language and personalities and stuff like that. And it does not help the community at all, because if a gay person is not willing to play that role and a straight person is, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And the reason is that a gay person doesn't want to be a clown for their community. A self-respecting gay person wouldn't want to be a clown for their community. So if you have a straight man that's willing to go, hey, I'm going to play this very stereotypical character, and I'm going to do it in a way that totally makes just gay people in this line of work, in this field, look really, really bad and make myself a clown, then that's saying that there's a reason why a gay person would not want to play that role and a straight person would. And that's problematic. It's a very problematic way to look at it and for them to take that role. So just know that, sometimes even having gay people in charge of the media, it still comes off as somewhat dismissive and an oversight and just not a good thing. This to me is a prime example of how not to do it. And then you have Nick Offerman in The Last of Us that did an absolutely amazing job in a very touching gay love story, which, again, straight man in a gay role, but he did a good job with it. There are ways to do it right. Stuff like this is not. If a straight man is coming into a role to play a clown and do that as a gay character, that's not right. In my opinion, that is offensive. That is wrong. But if someone is coming into the role to play a layered character with a really good storyline and they just happen to be a gay character, I really don't have an issue with that, as long as the intent is to portray the character in the best light possible. And that's just my take on it. That's my opinion. Maybe that's a spicy take. I don't know. I definitely don't think people should be limited in the kind of roles that they are available to play, but I just wish it were more of an even playing field. And it's very, very, very uneven in Hollywood. And that's one of the things that, gay men in the queer community are fighting back against, as well as the trans community, which we didn't even dive into in this video, but that's also a big problem, big issue with cisgender people playing trans people and then getting awards for it, while trans people are doing amazing performances and not getting any sort of recognition. It's rough. It's rough. And that's what we fight for a lot when it comes to the where Hollywood is right now. Anyway, those are just my thoughts and opinions. What do you think? Do you think that it's okay for straight actors to play gay characters and gay roles in movies and TV shows, or any queer character for that matter? Let me know in the comments below. That's it. I'm out of here. I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.